Hello guys, so today I'm gonna show you how to do the trial of blood as a Psi. So first things first, you will need some items. So speed potions, tonic of concentrations, and food. So the food you can find at the new map as Suslinger at this position. The NPC sells determination and bloodlust. Then you will need a reincarnation skill, so I recommend either the mage or the priest, though the priest is better for the targetable skill. So next thing is the build. So as you can see, I'm in support build, which is much better because of the burst and because you can use skills as you walk. So you can use any regular PvP builds. The only thing that you will need is the hypnosis. You can take rank 1 and the twin, which is used for the teleportation skills. Then, as for the stats, you can take regular PV stats. The only difference that I have is that I have more proficiency than brutality, which is supposed to be the opposite. This is for the burst. I use more proficiency so I can stack determination faster and kill the mobs in seconds. Then for the artifacts, I use the Godrixel's Bloody Blade for the stacks it gives every time you kill a mob. So that's for the second wave. And then the Kraken's Shiny Staff, it gives you damage for the 6 first seconds of the battle, which is really good to stack your determination. Okay, so now I am in the Trial of Blood. So first boss is gonna spawn in the middle, and there's gonna be two mobs around the room. So these mobs will throw acid balls towards you, and you need to avoid them at all costs because they one-shot you. The boss you need to burst as fast as possible, and if you are fast enough, the balls won't even reach you. So every time that you start a fight, you will need to use the tonic of concentrations and the two bursts, which are brainstorm and superiority. So I start the fight, I wait for the second beam to launch. Now I use all my bursts and I just burst the mob as fast as possible. As you can see, it goes down pretty fast and you didn't even see the balls of the mobs around the room. As for the second wave, there's gonna be waves of mobs around you. There's gonna be big mobs and small mobs. The big mobs will give you points for your rating, and the small mobs will give you stacks that increase your damage. The stacks can go up to 35, so you need to prioritize the big mobs, but also kill the small one. So here we go for the second wave. So I use tonic, burst, and I just AoE. And whenever you don't have AoE anymore, you just single target on the big mobs. As you can see, they're gonna take time to respawn, but it should be fine. So now, as you can see, I have 670 rating, which is not too bad. You can reach pretty much 700, even 720. I kind of failed now because I only have 33 stacks instead of 35, but it's not too big of a difference, so it's pretty fine. So as for the third wave, so it's gonna be a maze all around the room. There's gonna be balls to take, and when you take the 5 balls, the boss in the middle will wake up and you will need to kill him. So the technique here is to first activate your speed potion, talk to the NPC, activate the mob, and go as fast as possible before the laser starts. And this is where your teleportation skills will be useful. As you can see, I go around the lasers and I can use my teleportation skill to go much faster. This is the 5th ball. I use burst now and kill the mob. You might want to use defense skills because the boss hits pretty hard, but is pretty fast to kill. As for the 4th wave, there's gonna be 2 mobs, and this is where the hypnosis skill is used. There's gonna be one boss that heals the mob, and the other one that's the boss of the wave. So you need to hypnosis the boss that's gonna spawn and kill the boss while the hypnosis works. So here we go for the 4th wave. Again, I use burst, and I'm prepared to CC and then burst the boss. The boss is gonna hit really hard if you let him go melee range, so you need to keep him away. You can use all CC available, they're all gonna work, and that's it. As for the 5th wave, so there's gonna be 3 bosses around the room that's gonna launch acid towards you. Every acid that's launched is a one-shot, so you need to avoid this. On top of that, there's gonna be waves of mob that can spawn if you're too slow, and these do one-shots as well, so you need to avoid them at all costs. So here we go for the 5th wave, starting it. I wait for the 2nd beam, and I use the burst. And here we go. As for the 6th wave, so there's gonna be 4 bosses around the room, and once you kill one of the bosses, you will have 5 seconds to kill the next one. So if you have enough bursts, you can go 1, 2, 3, and 4 as fast as possible. If you don't, you need to lower their HP and then kill one after the other. So here we go for the 6th boss. So I use tonic, burst, and I just kill one. They're not really resistance, so you have plenty of time to kill them. And here we go. Okay, so as you can see, I did 1523. You should be able to do a bit more, so I think 1550 is achievable, maybe even more. But that's about it for Psi. So thank you for watching and see you at the next video.